Testing, testing. I've got the headphones in. If you guys are watching, can you please let me know if you guys can hear me? Otherwise, I'll take the headphones out and we'll talk direct into it. Sweet. Hey, can you guys hear me? Thanks for watching. If you guys are watching, can you guys give a thumbs up or comment if you guys can hear me before I start longboarding and doing this live talk with you guys? Hopefully you guys can hear me. That's the point. So the idea I want to throw at you, I feel like so many people have a negative connection with being selfish. And it was probably from when you were a child and they told you, don't be selfish. Give. Give, give, give. And this isn't saying that giving back isn't a good thing. I do believe that you should be giving. I'm Jewish, and my favorite concept is the mitzvah, which is, kind of always do good things. Help the old lady walk across the street, so on and so forth. You know what, maybe we'll sit down for this video. There we go. All right, so I'm preparing for my my mentor match speech that I'm giving on October 25th in Phoenix about how training dogs train me to be successful in business, and the 3 things that everybody has to know and master, which is how to control your routine and not let your routine control you, how to stay motivated on a day-to-day basis, and the other one is how to socialize correctly, how to network, how to actually meet the people that you you aspire to be. And if you guys have kind of seen any of my videos, the one video that I'm doing right now is a 30-day challenge of no excuses and self-improvement. A lot of the people that I surround myself with, they're picking 1 or 2 things that they do that they want to eliminate, and they're getting rid of it, and then they're adding a few things to their daily routine that they want to incorporate to benefit their lives. So, I'm a very active person, and just, the more walks and the more exercise I get, the more reflective I get. I feel like my thoughts become more clear, and it's been pretty amazing. But the concept that I kind of came across, hey Jules, is we associate, and I personally associated the word selfish with egotistical, right? If you think about somebody who's selfish, they're probably one of your friends that you don't really like, right? Oh my God, she's so selfish. She's so egotistical. She always talks about herself. She always says the word I. And, in small doses, it's okay to talk about yourself and say, I like this, I like that. I've found that you need to say the word I when you speak. That's super important, but there are definitely egotistical people who are very selfish, and then I think that there are egotistical people that aren't selfish. There are a lot of people who just have a big ego, and they're 2 different things. So when I challenge you guys to focus on self-improvement, to try to read a book during this 30-day period, to maybe read a book a day, to better your health, right? To eat salads and to eat more fruit and natural stuff straight from the source. grass-fed, meat. I'm doing the bulletproof coffee thing right now. So whether you're improving your self-worth, your self-value, your self-esteem, I think that there isn't a negative association with being selfish. It's a lot of the things that can come from self-esteem. And if you feel really good about yourself, it's unselfish to take your clothes off. Oh, Jason. Yeah, sorry I have a shirt on for this video, guys. But, yeah, I think it's important to be selfish. A lot of people who feel that they don't have a value, it's because they need self-worth. Self-worth comes from your self-esteem. It comes from your self-belief. It comes from a lot of different things. But I think that motivation comes from within, and you have to tap into that. But being selfish, I have a positive association with the concept of being selfish. Hey, Christian, because, being selfish in a right amount of control is only improving the amount of, I guess, your exponential giveness of how you're able to give back, right? So if you have to have a counterbalance, right? So I said earlier that I'm Jewish, and mitzvah is, an example of helping an old lady across the street. If you know somebody you see somebody who's thirsty, here, give them a water. In Arizona, we have a policy where we have to give everybody water. I go out sometimes and I'll pass out bottles of water to the homeless. Do good things, right? Donate. My 1.5 hats, over 50% of the proceeds give back to a dog rescue in the USA. So a lot of what I do is give back, right? I do free dog training lessons to help people right away who rescue a dog. A lot of what I do is about giving back. Right, my We Are Dog training platform is about sharing your story, not mine necessarily. But if I don't focus on my own selfish needs, if I don't focus on self-improvement and benefiting my health, the way I do business, learning more and more and more, being open-minded to learn, if I don't take my own advice, right? So if I'm a hypocrite, that's a problem. If I'm not physically trying to improve myself every single day, that would be a problem. If I'm not trying to control, I hate that I say the word try. It's something that I almost would say it again, right? I am blank to eliminate this problem. Here's an idea, and it's something that I learned from Daniel Eisman, right? So here, an example, I don't smoke cigarettes. If I was going to quit smoking cigarettes and I said, I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes, I'm trying to quit, I'm trying. If you're trying to quit, you're not going to quit. As Nike says, just do it. Take out the just, because quitting cigarettes isn't just anything. It's a behavior modification for humans. It's a habit, it's a ritual, it's a routine that you're taking out of your life. So do it, right? Don't try to do it, just do it. Hey, Dan. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate the support. So again, we're talking about the concept of being selfish and the connection to being egotistical. And I personally think that there is a big enough gap between the two words that you can be selfish without being egotistical. It's a fine line, because most of the people that I know, most of the people that you guys know, and I'd love you guys to comment below, what do you guys think? Is the word selfish, right? If I said, I'm a very selfish person, does that immediately strike a positive or a negative connection or response from you guys? What do you guys think? Can I get a response from somebody? Hey, Dan. Hey, Christian. Hey, guys, thanks for watching. Selfish, what do you guys think? Negative, positive? If I say, I'm a very selfish person, would that be a negative reaction or a positive reaction? And I think that's because of whatever your personal connection is to those words. But like I said in my past video, I challenge you guys to focus on self-improvement. You know, build your self-esteem, your self-worth, your self-value. Those are very important things to have. I focus a lot of my energy on giving back. Immediately negative, but I imagine it's the words or symbols I associate. Exactly, right? So if you say, oh my God, that person is so selfish, that's a negative thing. But when you think about these millionaires, these people who are able to give back, you know, so much, right? They're able to, you know, think about Tony Robbins. Let's just take Tony Robbins as an example. He's a motivational speaker. He helps millions upon millions of people. However, it would be hypocritical of him if he wasn't able to take his own advice. So anybody that we look up to, anybody that I look up to, has some selfish tendencies because they're focused on their self-worth, their self-esteem, and their self-value. And they're all kind of, you know, in the same, you know, grouping. It's all about the self. Somebody who's very physically fit, somebody who's very healthy, somebody who has a strong routine and doesn't let it control them. When I was staying with JP Sears, you know, they all do different variations of the bulletproof diet, but JP took a day off from drinking coffee because he said he didn't want to let the coffee control him. And that, you know, struck a chord with me on routine and not letting your routine control you. So how about this? A simpler challenge. If you guys drink coffee every single morning, take one day off. If you guys drink tea every single day for the caffeine, take one day off. If you guys drink Monster, Red Bull, if you guys smoke cigarettes, if you guys smoke weed, if you guys drink a lot, if you guys go to the club, if you guys do something every single day, if it's part of your daily life, take one day off. That's a better challenge. 30 days is a big commitment. You know, I feel like some people might start it, might stop it, they might be about it, they might share it, it might be exciting, but do this. Take one thing that you do daily out of your week. You could take it out Monday, take it out Wednesday, take it out Friday, take it out Sunday. It doesn't matter what day you don't do it. And I don't want to get religious, but let's take a moment here and think about, so I'm Jewish again, let's go with Shabbat, right? On Friday, you're supposed to, you know, not use electricity. You're supposed to, it's a day of almost reflection. It's a day of taking a breath, taking a day off from your typical habits, your typical routines, your work, all these things, and taking a day off, right? They say, you know, God created earth and then on the seventh day he rested. If you guys have a vice that you do every single day, drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, whatever it is, take a day off. That's my personal advice, is take one day off. Don't let your routine control you. You should be in control of your routine. One thing, if you guys know me, I go to Hula Tiki a lot, and I read a book when I eat. I used to hate reading because I would control my association of reading with read before bedtime. It's a great thing to do, right? Turn off the TV and read. But for me, when I'm reading at night, my eyes are already tired. It's my least amount of focus that I have. I don't really even want to have too many conversations with people. When it gets to nighttime, I get very reflective, almost like a meditation. So for me, reading at night doesn't work. It might work for you. It doesn't work for me. And thanks, James, for saying it's a great suggestion. Thanks, guys, for watching. So for me, you know, my routine and past connections of reading and at night didn't work, so I gave up reading, and I used to say I hate reading. Now, I love reading. I have a book collection of over 100 books. I buy, you know, lots of books, and I love reading because what I do now is I added reading into my routine at a time where I could maximize my focus and my potential. I found when I go out to eat, and I eat like maybe 1 or 2 meals a day, when I go out to eat at a restaurant, instead of being on my phone, I would read. And I would challenge myself to read as many pages as I could before my appetizer, before my water, before my dinner, whatever it was. How much can I read going out to dinner? And by the time I would come back, not only did I eat, but I read, and I was able to do more. And I'm happy to say I've read close to 100 books in the past 60 to 90 days. So reading has been something that I put into my routine by learning to control my routine and not let my routine and my past associations control my life. You know, another thing that I used to have were self-limiting beliefs, thinking I can't do something. Put your mind to it. Believe that you can do it. On my One All In project with Daniel Eisenman, I don't surf, and I've never taught a dog to surf. However, I did it naturally in a week with Daniel Eisenman. He's living in San Diego right now, and he's loving life. So believe in yourself. The belief in yourself is a huge part of achieving your goals. You have to have the belief. You have to put in the hard work. That's non-negotiable. Anybody who has made it, put in work. Yes, you'll find the random person who makes it, right? But I'll tell you this, the person who made it on American Idol, they put in work, okay? They didn't just end up on American Idol and win the show and now they got a record deal. There was a lot of stuff that happened before they got to that point in their life. So putting in work is something that is very important. Self-belief comes from self-value, your self-worth, your self-esteem. And that comes from being selfish. Selfish isn't negative. You know, and that's what I want to get across. And to focus on self-improvement is not negative. To better yourself so that you can better your position to help others is not negative. So, you know, I'm trying to express my realization that a lot of these words, you know, can hold me back. They can hold you back. And it's little things like our association with saying the word I. One thing that I did, and Daniel called me out, and it's amazing to have people that you don't typically surround yourself with notice how you speak. And I used to say the word try. Like, they would say, you know, what are you doing right now? I would say, well, I'm trying to build an online platform. Take out the word try. If you take out the word try and do it, right? I'm building an online platform versus I'm trying to build an online platform. So if you see, hey, Joe Lego, the concept I was just going over with is, if you're quitting cigarettes or are you trying to quit cigarettes? Are you building a startup business or are you trying to build a startup business? So our words are very powerful. Saying things like try is a very powerful word. I would recommend taking that out. The one thing I recommend to control your routine. What's up, Gustav? Good to see you all the way from Sweden. One thing that I challenge yourself during this 30-day challenge of self-improvement and no excuses is to, if you do something daily, if you drink coffee every single day in the morning, if you smoke cigarettes every single day, if there's something that you know that you do every single day, a Red Bull, Monster, stop it for one day, right? God took a day to rest. By all means, take a day off. Don't let your routine control you. I drink bulletproof coffee. Not every day. I take one day off. And I don't supplement it with a tea to still get my caffeine. I just cleanse with lemon water and lime water. Exactly. Trying means you're making an effort, but not doing it. One of my bosses in past employment gave me an example that I love. And this is, put a pen in front of you. Whatever you guys have in front of you, could you guys pick it up, right? So if I have this, could you pick something up? Whatever's in front of you, pick it up. If you're holding your phone, drop it and then pick it up. Did you do it or did you not do it? That's the bottom line, right? I didn't try to pick this up. I did it. I picked it up, right? I'm going to pick up this phone here and I'm going to put it down and I'm going to pick it back up again. I'm certainly not trying to pick it up. I did it. So if you're going to quit cigarettes, do it. Start it. If you've got bad habits that you want to quit, do them all at once. Do it. But yeah, so, you know, going over, you know, the concept of being selfish and egotistical people, I asked, you know, at the beginning, if I said, I'm a very selfish person, does that strike a chord with you guys with negativity or positivity? Does that get you to react by, you know, feeling like, oh my God, he's a selfish person. That guy talks about himself a lot. Or is there a way of benefiting your... Sorry, guys, I just got a phone call during the live thing. So Is there a way of benefiting yourself so you can benefit and help others by losing these negative associations that I have and I assume you guys might have with words like selfish? So yeah, if you guys have any questions, if you guys are in Arizona, I'm giving a mastermind speech. It's going to be unlike anything you guys have ever seen. It's on how training dogs trained me to be successful in business, and the 3 things everybody needs to know, which is how to control your routine and not to let it control you, how to stay motivated, right? And how to network and socialize with the right people the right way. I know a lot of people who go to these mastermind events and network, seminars, and they have a lot of trouble, even with introducing yourself. Let me ask you, if you can, do a 90-second or a 30-second elevator pitch, I applaud you. But how many people out there have problems introducing yourself to a group of people if you're at a networking event? Because socialization is one of the most important factors when you're trying to grow a business. A lot of people think that it's organic online, but the reality is, let's say you lose your Instagram, you lose your Facebook, you lose your website. How are you going to get word of mouth traffic? How are people going to talk about you if you get rid of technology? Because there are a lot of successful businesses that don't optimize social media platforms to network. And I think that's an important thing to think about for a second. Like saying, I'm trying to visit next week. Yeah. Right? Like if you have friends that are trying to come over, right? How many of you guys have friends that never come over, and every time you talk to them, they're like, yeah, I'll try to meet up with you. I'll try to meet up with you later today. I'll link up with you. I'll try to see you later. And you never see that person because they're always trying. Are you trying to get to work on time, or are you getting to work on time? Are you trying not to be late, or are you getting to work on time? Your speech definitely correlates to your behaviors. And guys, I just got a voicemail, and I am making moves. I'm certainly not trying to make moves. I am making moves. So I am going to end this live talk because that voicemail, I have a feeling, is a very important person that I'm trying to connect with. And it's only going to allow me to be more selfish. So my selfish tendencies need me to answer this phone call so that I can learn more and network more and grow more, so that way I can help you guys more. But again, October 25th is my mastermind speech at the Mentor Mash in Phoenix. It's on Van Buren and Gateway, I believe. There's plenty of links. I'm going to keep posting. It's October 25th. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the support. My speech is on how training dogs trained me to be successful in business, and the 3 things everybody has to know. Follow the link. Whatever you guys need, message me. I'm here to help. Whatever I can do to help you guys. And thank you for following my story and watching me grow and be more selfish and improve myself, so I can share that message with you guys. So thanks so much, and have a wonderful day. Appreciate it.